Hello, my name is Rachel Anise, otherwise known as the Beauty Professor. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to show you a beauty look comprised of product selects that I curated from Walmart, some of which are only found at Walmart, and I'll feature some of those, as well as of course products in the skincare, makeup, and hair care space. I often get requests for really budget-friendly beauty looks, and I'm really looking forward to showing you this one in action. These products harmonize well together. They wear well all day long. I tested this look out much earlier this week a couple of times to make sure it would wear well throughout the day, and now I'm very much looking forward to breaking it down for you step by step. As a reminder, the Walmart Glow Up Beauty event is already live and running, both in-store and online, with savings in so many beauty categories through September 24th. So I am starting with zero makeup on, not even skincare yet, and some wild hair. I washed it last night. I went to bed with it wet and let it air dry. I just brushed it out, but it definitely needs some attention. We'll get to that in a little while. Let's jump in with skincare and makeup today. I'm going to go ahead and pop in a hair clip. This is by Scunci, and I've used this brand for as long as I can remember, definitely since like middle school. This set of clips is a Walmart exclusive. They're matte, they're geometric. I love the look, and I'll be using all of these. I'm popping one in my work bag, one in my bathroom, and one in my hair right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my hair off of my face, knowing that we'll deal with it in a little while. And let's get in with some skincare and the makeup. Up first is the Versed Stroke of Brilliance Brightening Serum. I love Versed. I've used many of their products since the brand's launch. I love that you can readily get this. It's affordable, and yet the ingredients have great efficacy. This has such good reviews, and I'm using it as my singular skincare base right now. It adds some hydration, some moisture. It's a lightweight serum, and it's also going to add a touch of glow right off the top. It's fragrance free for those of you who ask that question, because I certainly do. And I'm just going to massage it into my skin right now. It's so lightweight and instantly gives your skin that really smooth, silky feel that I think is going to play well with foundation. Next, I'm going to use this Age Perfect Serum Foundation in shade number 90, which is Caramel Beige. I have heard such good things about this foundation and thought this would be the perfect time to put it to the test. It is lightweight and purports to be long wearing, and I do think this is going to be a perfect shade match for me because the rest of my body gets a little more sun than my face does because I always have sunscreen on when I head out. So I'm going in with this Beauty Blender, which is a part of a set, by the way, which is another Walmart exclusive. It's by LA Colors. It comes with a nice array of brushes, also a makeup headband. I'm just not using that today, but I'm going to keep it in the bathroom for the future. I feel like the trick when you're using a slightly deeper foundation, because your face is protected, it's so much lighter than your body, is really to focus on bringing it through the neck. This is not groundbreaking information, but I do think it's important to highlight. And for me, it's like this. My body gets tanner no matter what. My face stays pretty light because I usually have some version of 50 on. And then my neck is somewhere in the middle. It's actually fairly light too, just because you have that overhang with your chin. So you get some natural protection in addition to sunscreen. So you really need to kind of make sure that this is seamless. Always bring it down, never have that line demarcation. This is looking pretty flawless now. All right, next is the Black Radiance Corrective Concealer. This is in the shade Fair, and I received this in a PR mailing, and I am thrilled that there is a shade match for me here. It is perfect actually for the under eyes, and it is a brand that is carried at Walmart, so I wanted to include it and show you guys how I'm putting it to the test here. The coverage is very impressive. Look at that, it brightens up the under eye. Now typically I'm like a medium tan, so with this color range I think fair or fair light would be a good match if you've got skin like mine. And then of course there is an array of beautiful deeper options as well. So I'm just tapping it out. Wow, that brightens things up but isn't too bright. I don't like ultra bright under eye, just something that's seamless and gives me a little bit of a rested look, which I don't really have in real life. Moving in with brows, I'm working with the NYX Brow Glue in Taupe. And this has really great reviews online. It's super affordable, and I think definitely holds its own in a sea of brow gels and brow tints that I like to try. I like just a full feathery brow. I skip pencil and go right to a tinted kind of gel. And this one gives great feathery hold, but without flaking off. I've tested it this last week and I'm thrilled to put it on your radar because it has a great price point, excellent for the makeup bag, and just look at the difference there between this brow and this brow. One is done, one is not. So I'm gonna get in with this brow now. Be back in a moment. All right, brows complete, and they will stay like this all day. I'm now moving in with bronzer, and this bronzer from L'Oreal is called the Lumi Bronze It. This is in the shade 02 Medium, and I'm using my LA Colors blush / powder brush here. This is excellent. I'm going to be reaching for it a lot, and it's great for travel because of its diminutive yet mighty size. And I'm going to bring this through the hollows of my cheeks like this. Actually, because I'm working with the cheek area, I'm gonna take my hair down, pop it into a slip scrunchie. I love that these slip silk scrunchies. If you followed me for any length of time, you know these are the holy grail, in my opinion, of all scrunchies because they don't pull your hair, and I love that they're available at Walmart. There's a beautiful little set that you can get. I have one in black and also in the champagne tone, but this will hold my hair in place, keep it off of my cheeks, and also not dent my hair or break my hair. Back to cheeks now. Little scrunchy sidebar. So I'm gonna go back in here and just, I like this bronzer. It's a really good tan tone. And I like to bring it through the contours of my face like this. Bring some along here. I pretty much do the same bronzer process every single time. And this one's blending really well. I think it's a great true brown. It feels very high end, especially for the price point. We're warmed up, we're sculpted. We'll need some blush next. Blush today is from a brand called Luna Magic. This is a brand I've only seen on the Walmart site. I was really intrigued because I love to find lines or brands that I haven't heard of before. And this one has a few interesting key products. This is the shade Maribel, which is a beautiful kind of soft matte peachy pink. Somehow, even though I don't see any noticeable shimmer, it does impart kind of a nice skin finish, a touch of luminosity. I think just because it's so finely milled. I'm going to focus application right here on the apples of my cheeks and then move upward, which gives a nice lifted effect. This shade is gorgeous. I envision it looking great on a spectrum of skin tones, if you will, because it's that nice brightening peachy pink. Not too warm, not too cool, and no shimmer. Close up. I'm going back into my eye area, so I think I'll just lift my hair away. A full versatility of product usage here. Grabbing one of my clips, popping things up, and that way I can really get in there without any stray hairs. Using this LA Colors brush, which you can see I've already been using, to apply bronzer on my eyelids. Not a secret trick because a lot of people do this, but I like it because it creates a really effortless monochromatic look that brings everything together, and you only need one product then for your cheeks and for your eyes. So I am just focusing application, buffing out with this nice short dense brush, which does a really good job of packing on the color powder here. Okay, look at that. You can see I have some nice depth and shadow there. And I'll go into the other side. I am going to use kind of a shimmering transition color to my brow area to kind of highlight that pop right there. I'll do that in a moment with another product that I'll be using in two ways. Use this tiny pinpoint brush from the same LA Colors set and bring a little bit along my lower lash line here, like this, just to smoke things out a touch. Because this is not super deep as a shadow goes, you can really get away with this and still have a nice fresh daytime look. For lips, I'm going to use this Revlon Color Stay lip liner. It's retractable, it's long lasting, it's creamy in the shade Sienna. I already used a touch for just definition while filming. I'll go in with an official application now. Just feathering it through. It's super pigmented. Let me show you guys a swatch in real time on my hand. Look at that. It's a great deep neutral. I love a darker lip liner, and then I will be using a lighter lipstick. I love the lip combo I'm showing you guys today. Can't wait to show it to you, but just bringing this through. You can use a very light touch with this. You don't have to press, and you don't need to sharpen because it's retractable, but there is a sharpener on the other side if you want to get a more precise tip. I can usually skip that, but I like having the option. Onto that transition color on my eyes. This is the Hard Candy Face Off Highlighter in 24 Karat Rose. It is a luminous, warm, peachy bronze, but pale, and I like that. Obviously with a highlighter, I don't want a lot of color. I like that this is a silky balm, and I am just gonna use my fingertips. The perk of having short nails right now, you can really apply with your fingertips adeptly. So I'm just gonna bring this through up to my brow bone. It adds a little light and luminosity, and also kind of blends the eyeshadow look together. I'm gonna actually put a touch on my lids as well, just like that. Because it is a thin texture and not too slippery, you can get away with using this on the eyes. I am also going to use this on my face as a final step, so to be continued. Do you guys remember Hard Candy from like years ago? I love that it's a Walmart. Hadn't seen it in so long, and it just brings back a flood of memories. It's one of the earliest makeup brands that I ever remember kind of yearning for when I started getting into makeup as a kid. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup as a kid, but I was yearning for it. For mascara, I am using the Black Radiance Eye Appeal Length and Volume Mascara. This is long wearing. It has a really nice skinny brush, which I like when I'm trying to get into the root of my lashes. And obviously I have nothing on my lashes now, so you'll get to see in real time what this does in a couple of strokes. Nice volume, nice length. You're watching me build it as we go. And I did try it earlier this week as well, and I did find that it doesn't seem to transfer or smudge, which a lot of formulas do on my eyes because I wear contacts. I'm always watery, allergies. Who's with me? You know what I'm talking about here. Okay, you're gonna see one eye completely done so we can compare. Here we go. That's it. So, completely done, nothing. Pretty impactful if you ask me. I'm happy with this. I'm gonna go do my other eye now. And we're back. I'm going to add some lipstick, and then I'll finish with a third lip product at the very end today. But this lipstick is a Walmart exclusive. It's by Milani. It's in the shade Peony, and wow, this is a pretty color. It is so pigmented, velvety smooth, a gorgeous medium pink that I think really makes your lips look full. Let's just check out application here. I'm applying straight from the bullet. Okay, I love this. It's really weightless, especially for a matte texture. It doesn't feel heavy, and it fills in those fine lines on your lips that can often happen, especially as you start layering products. Here's a close-up. Peony, you guys, excellent find. It's time for me to go take care of my hair before I do the final steps in this makeup look. I'm going to be working with the Conair Infinite Pro, the Knot Doctor. This is a wild looking tool. I was curious about it, and I've actually had a couple of readers ask me if I've tried it because I've tried so many different hair tools. This one is designed to move through either wet or dry hair. Mine is somewhere in the middle because it's still wet under here from having slept on it wet, and it's got some tangles, so I can work through this. It gives you almost a blowout effect, but also that like fullness, smoothness, bounciness that you would hope for from a blowout, because the air at a reasonable temperature is getting pushed through this device. And I'm back. So this is my hair after working with the Knot Doctor. The hair is so smooth, so bouncy. I mean, it's very long, so it's actually hard to get all the way in frame right now. I'm gonna get a cut soon, but you can see that it just adds so much smoothness. It looks like I had a blowout, but I really just spent about 6 minutes with the Knot Doctor. So I am impressed. I will be keeping that in my bathroom and using it again. And I think it's great for second day hair too, when you just want to freshen things up and not go through the whole process and ordeal of blow drying, but you'd like some of those blow dry effects. So I'm going back with my highlighter here, this in the 24 karat rose, and I'm going to just apply some to the high points of my face and buff in with my fingertip like this. I like to use my fingertips when I can because I do think it helps the product to just melt into the skin and make a seamless finish. This has no fragrance as well. I love a product that does not have fragrance, especially when you're just in the face area. Let your fragrance be because you're applying fragrance, not because it's inadvertently in your makeup. You can see this adds a pretty sophisticated glow. It's not too shimmery. It's definitely not chunky. It's like a soft, lit from within, balm-like finish that enlivens your skin without being overtly glossy. A flick of eyeliner today, and it will just be that, a tiny little flick to polish things off. I'm working with this micro tipped number from Revlon. I like the Revlon liner because it tends to really wear well. It stays in my experience. I've tried different iterations, but this is definitely the skinniest, tiniest brush, and here we go. Just gonna bring it off to the edge here and brush up like that. It's a tiny, tiny little enhancement. Here we go. Excellent. A quick trick, I'm going back in with this itty bitty pinpoint brush that I use, and I'm just gonna sweep the remaining shadow over this. I don't want a super strong line, and I just want everything to be seamless. Using a little bit of the powder from the bronzer. My last set today is fragrance. I'm working with the Burberry Brit Sheer. Look at this beautiful bottle, very Burberry, and the sheer is a light, effervescent, very feminine fragrance that's not over the top, that's not cloying or overly sweet. It's just really fresh and mood enlivening, and I'm just going to spray that throughout so that I can head out into the day with this fresh makeup look. I like to just pop a little bit here, my pulse points rub together a little bit more in here. Here is my final makeup look. You guys saw it created in real time, and I hope you enjoyed the process and the products that I picked out from Walmart in celebration of the Glow Up Beauty event, which is running now through September 24th. And of course, I will link to everything that I used for this look in the details box below so you can explore. Let me know if you have any questions at all. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Meanwhile, you can always visit me at Beauty Professor, which can be found at beautyprofessor.com.